Good evening, traders of all ages from all over the world. Welcome to Mr. Joseph Trades Daily Performance Summary on April the 17th, 2025, the last day of this trading week. Thank you for joining me. We had a short week because Good Friday is tomorrow, so we'll be celebrating Easter and doing some reflecting and resting and remembering the meaning of Easter and having some introspection. But let's get to the summary of the trading performance. Today was another solid day. I had 314 across my funded accounts. This week I netted $2,560 across my funded accounts. Today I secured another payout from my Apex funded account. Another $500 payout is on the way. I just have to flip it 2 more days. They have rules where you can get a payout every 8 days, so long as you have certain profit targets that you meet, and you can flip 3 days, which means you can trade on micro and have like a 2-point profit or stop loss. So basically it's like the victory formation in a football game for that one. I've got 2 more days where I have to flip it, and I've got another payout coming on it. My funded futures, I've got 3 accounts that are getting toward payout. And yeah, I'm just building up more accounts. A Take Profit Pro account is approaching the threshold. That account is going to be awesome. You can take daily payouts on Take Profit. I have to get to $2,000. That's the buffer on Take Profit for their pro account for the 50K size. And right now I have a little over 700. So off to a great start in all of those. And this week has been a continuation of the good success I've had lately, just following my rules to the T, executing. I can do some things better. I'm still leaving a lot of money on the charts. I was going over my trade journal today. For this whole week, I haven't had a chance to review any of it because I've been painting my son's room, and I finally got that finished this morning. So this afternoon, after I got done going to the gym and eating, I started working on the work that I need to catch up on. And it amazed me how many times I still am having fear of loss as one of my mistakes. In fact, let's take a look at it. We can take a look real quick at that. Let's see. Or can we? Yes, we can. All right. What date range do we want to do? Let's just do, for the sake of simplicity, this week. And look at the mistakes. All right. So fear of losing. So right here. So you see, I have these are my 2 most common mistakes. And the thing about it is, this is just for this week. These are trades that had profit of over $2,800, but that's a fraction of what could have been gained had I simply allowed the price to go to the target that I had in mind. In nearly every case, the price did in fact go to the target that I was thinking it would. So I'm encouraged by the fact that I'm doing well with my trading, but I still really need to work on just letting these things play out, and I'll be able to extract more capital from the markets on a daily basis. Let's go back and take a look at the summary today. I had, again, 314.48 across my funded accounts. Only traded 4 of them. the fifth one, the Apex one again, I just flipped it. So I'm not going to be trading it the next 2 days. I'm just going to be getting that next payout sent. 53.85% win rate. Started off the session with a loss, but was able to get back. And then I took another drawdown, and then I was able to get back. This was one account I was trading pretty aggressively. After I got back here, those were 3 of the 4 funded accounts were done. That I was still trading. I have 5 funded total. I wasn't trading Apex, so I had 4 right here that I was dealing with. And then for the balance of the session, given the price action today and the fact that it's the day before a long holiday weekend, I just traded 1 funded account and took a bit of drawdown, but fortunately was actually able to get a gain on it. So it was a good day. Let's take a look at the charts. This is the 4-hour big picture chart. It's what I use for the big picture for futures trading. We still are in a downtrend, as you can see by this EMA. This is a highlight of today's choppy action. You can see that the bodies of these candles were sort of overlapped and they were wicky. So not too much to be gathered from this, except that there was a lot of chop today. Let's look at the 15-minute and you can see more of what I'm talking about. So this is the opening candle. You see a lot of overlapping candles, a lot of overlap, a few pushes, but not a lot of clean price movement. I wouldn't even really call this one clean, because there were, if you were a bull, you might be discouraged by these upper wicks that were forming, and sure enough, it did turn back down. So, a lot of disappointed bulls probably thinking that price was going to rotate up to this EMA. It didn't. But that was the nature of the day's price action today, just very choppy and slow. The VIX was actually, it's funny, the past few weeks, the VIX has been so high that now that it's only 29.65, it seems like it's slow, but it's still really high. Anything over 21 or 22 is considered pretty high volatility. So even though the VIX was down more than 9% from yesterday, still high volatility. When you have the high volatility, you're not going to have a lot of follow through generally. You're going to have more chop in general, is what I've found. A lot of real violent moves. And so, looking for continuation in a high VIX environment is something that I don't really do too much. I really focus on scalping when the VIX is this high. When it gets lower again, I'll focus on more continuation moves. This is the 5-minute time frame. It's my execution time frame. You can see the day sort of stayed in this range. Had a couple of nice moves, but overall, a lot of overlap. Look at that overlap right there. That was nasty overlap. And you couldn't get a move going. If you were a bull, you might have thought you were going to break above that, but no, it gets rejected. If you were a bear, you might think, oh, it'll go take out this sell side liquidity. No, it rotates higher. So just a lot of chop. And then, at the end of the session, we had another dump and then a final burst to the VWAP. So not a lot going on today as far as good price action, in my opinion. I still had a good day of trading it, but I've adapted to these high VIX conditions. And I know they're not going to stay around forever. So when it gets more normalized, I'll be looking for continuations again. But in the meantime, I'm still paying attention to my high probability signals. A few worked out today for scalps. I didn't really get big moves on anything. But yeah, a good day of trading, 4 for 4 green for this week. Very encouraged with the direction I'm heading. and I want to keep it going. I just have to keep following my rules and, keeping a level head, and I think I will get to my destination. And I want everybody to have a great weekend. If you can, spend some time with family. Reflect on the meaning of this holiday. And if you found any value in this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give it a like, leave a comment. And until next time, great trading, everyone.